It is your boy Rip. It's your boy Rip and the Fallen. I guess I'll just keep calling him the Fallen now. But yeah, either way, we're back here. We did the sprint race last night. We're gonna go ahead and do the regular race for China tonight. We're gonna do the we're gonna do the qualifying and then the regular race. Like as always, I got my root beer and my Mountain Dew with me. All right. And the race is going to be interesting, guys, because it's going to be dry and then go into rain. Oh yeah, I forgot you. I'm trying to make sure to wear. Oh, what? Why is it? Why? Mm. Is Piastri wearing a hat? Yeah, he's wearing a hat. He's goofy. Piastri, take the hat off, man. Yeah, what's up? What's up, Fred? What's up, Fred? And what's up, Mike? I got Fred and Mike next to me. The two guys sitting next to me before I go into the workstation. The two guys that have sitting at other computers next to you on your left and right. Dang, he got two Geralds. That must be nice. Well, it is Ferrari. Actually, I'm interested about one thing because Lando only has one battery left in real life for this year's season. He only has one battery, and then after that, he'll have to take penalties because his first two batteries blown both in Australia and China. Baron, please get out of my way. I want to have a good qualifying session. Bearman, I'll give you cookies if you stay out of my way. Okay, there you go. Brother, we're American. He understands the difference. Eh. Okay, comment down below which one you prefer, hot or cold tea. Well, that's us. We prefer cold tea. We prefer cold tea. Mo- yeah. Oh, great. I got. Oh wait, Hadjar's letting me through. Yay! You're not stupid. Oh, of course, the person in front of me is my teammate. Well, that's gonna be fun. Alright, time to catch up to my teammate and beat him. Oh, you got Slow Boy in front of you. That's what you say. Cause on my solo career, he didn't even make it out of Q1. Like I said. Just can't wait to see Antonelli be a 94 overall in F126. Nah, he gonna be higher than that. Dude's won 3 straight Grand Prix. He's won his first 3. He's won his first 3 Grand Prix off of 3 consecutive poles. To be fair, he low-key bottled at the end of the season. To be fair, he bottled it. He bottled the end of the season so bad. Granted, some of yeah. I need to practice going into the pits on this track because I will tell you guys right now, this is one of the few tracks where the pit lane will kill me more than anything else on track. Then surprisingly, the long straight. I've died a couple times on the long straight trying to play defense, and then I get turned around and then start doing 360 blades in the grass. My car did a my car literally did a barrel roll at one point.
Less than 1 lap of fuel left now. The tank's pretty much empty.
Excuse me. What? What in the Colapinto? Bortoletto's 5. What? What are they doing? Bye Piastri. Bye Piastri. Oh, you let me pass so I can get in the pits first. Thank you. You're such a good person, Piastri. Until my own teammate tries and crashes me again. Which is bound to happen because it's Piastri. Dang, Piastri and P9. Carlos Ocon. Carlos Carlos and Ocon, bro. What? He'll be all right. Dang, I told you, can't Kimi Antonelli at V20. Albon barely made it. Albon barely made it. It's crazy to think that by midway through this year, Albon will have the most race starts for Williams. He'll have the most race starts for Williams as a team, and that's crazy. It's higher than KK Rosberg and I think Mansell,
Okay, guys, everyone be aware.
which is insane. But to be fair, Albon's been driving for Williams for like what 5 years now or something. He's been driving for Williams for a hot minute. No, he drove for Red. He went through AlphaTauri, then went up to Red Bull. Absolutely got obliterated by Max Verstappen because that was when Max Verstappen was on heaters. No, I'm talking about that's when Max was in full, like, starting to go up into being an absolute heater of a driver. And then Albon lost his confidence, and then they sent him back to AlphaTauri, and then he just said, nah, screw anything related to Red Bull, I'm going to Williams. And then, of course, I like how many times Ocon has actually tried to kill his teammates. Like Ocon has had Gasly, Fernando, Alonso. I don't know. Alonso's over here driving weird, bro. He's over here driving weird. Get me away from him, please. Get me away from Fernando. I know you're my favorite driver, but leave me alone, Fernando. I'm trying to get a good lap in. I don't need you trying to do some Renault type stuff, bro. I don't need you trying to do some sort of Renault type of stuff. Oh, I'm gonna have Gasly ruin my lap time. Yeah, that's GG's. I know, but I have Gasly that's gonna slow me down the entire first sector. Oh boy. Nah, I'm probably gonna get a grid penalty for that, aren't I? No. FIA, I just smacked Gasly's rear wheel like an absolute maniac. The frick? I mean, to be fair, he did kind of turn in on me a little bit while I was trying to turn. I saved it though. I literally Tokyo drifted for the first 5 seconds of that turn. Oh, I'm for sure gonna have to pit and redo again because Gasly kind of ruined my lap time bad. I could definitely go faster. Like I said, my lap time is way the frick off.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Hadjar, I freaking hate you, dude. Oh my word, bro. Hadjar, let me get on back on, bro. Hadjar. I'm about to smack you with a baguette, bro. I've come to realize I've started to have more problems with the French drivers than I do the British drivers, and that's bad. You know it's bad when you have to deal with French drivers more than British. I thought for a second Hadjar was gonna let me get back on track for a minute, but no. Because he's not even on a flying lap. I'm pretty sure he's on a out lap right now, and he wouldn't let me pass him. Like instead of getting over, he just decided, nah, I'm gonna cover the racing line going into that turn and force you to slow the mess down. I'll take it. I had to do another lap, or else because I didn't feel safe about my lap time. I didn't feel safe about my original lap time because I think I may have squeaked by in P10 if I ran that first 137. That's what I'm saying. I had to run. Yeah, like see, that's what I'm saying. I had to run another lap. I had to run another lap. Yeah, I know. I barely squeaked in because of. Oh, of course, the two people that screwed me over are the dudes that are P15 and 16, and they're both French. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Sacre bleu. Yeah, you'll be all right. They're a bunch of oofs. Do you even know what that means in French? What? 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 You ain't gonna tell me what it means, and you say you know what it means. Man, you goofy. It mean egg. Mm, I'm waiting. Are you out? Alright, I'm going ahead and going out. Looks like you gotta deal with Williams, man, again. Great, I'm gonna have to deal. I'm gonna have to deal with your teammate and probably George Russell on my lap. That's fantastic. Actually, I might go. I might let them go ahead and go, and I just intentionally go a little slower until I go into my flying lap. So, I mean, if this was my flying lap and they were this close to me, I wouldn't mind it because I would get such an insane tow on the straight. I'm assuming that Aston Martin is Alonso. Okay. I mean, to be fair, I gotta, you know, yeah. Oh yeah, guys, if you didn't know, in the sprint qualifying, somehow Aiden Jackson got P3 because uh, us two and Aiden Jackson were the only three people able to get a lap out on softs before it started raining in SQ3 with DRS. Because as soon as all three of us got past the last DRS straight, it literally just said DRS disabled. So we were the only three able to actually have DRS for the entirety of the lap, and not just only one of the two DRS zones. Well, your teammate's about to give me a tow on the straight. What's funny is I was actually able to stay in seventh gear on that turn. If I was driving an Aston Martin, I wouldn't actually be able to stay in seventh gear. I'd have to force myself down into sixth gear in order to take that turn. That's the difference between them. Like I'm pretty sure McLaren, Ferrari, Red Bull, and maybe Mercedes are the only four cars on this grid that can actually take those turns at seventh gear. Yeah, I'm kind of getting a little bit of a tow from Hamilton. Being a lemon. You being a lemon. I'm happy with my lap time. I'm gonna retire. I'm fine with mine. That, bro, both Williams made it into Q3. What the frick? Albon and Sainz both made it. Barely. Barely on the McLaren. I barely survived Q2 because I got hit with the midfield bullcrap, also known as Pierre Gasly and Isaac Hadjar. I guess we'll go ahead and tune in to your lap, I guess, since I've already retired from session. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Hmm. Bro, sparking out in the back. Yep, they're all going out now. Caution sector one. What just happened? I think it's because every single one of them came out of the pits. Oh, wow. What in the world? Dang. Piastri, Hamilton, and I think Sonoda were all like, yeah, let's just bundle up right next to each other in the first turn. What is going on? There you go. Well, right now we're just about to be finishing up qualifying, guys. So far, my friend's on pole. We'll have to wait and see uh, what the other drivers come out with on lap time. I feel happy with my lap time, so I went ahead and retired from session. I'm gonna pretty much look and see how much I'm probably gonna fall. Maybe 2 positions. Hamilton might get me depending on whether or not he has DRS on somebody. Well, Piastri, you might as well just sell. What? Well, he's gonna let Hamilton get a faster lap time because he's getting he's getting DRS off of Piastri. Man, what on earth are you doing? Brother's testing to see how hard it'll be for him to spin around and go wee. Ooh. You got really close there. Oh shoot, I actually stayed. Hey, your teammate beat Max. Okay, you guys, so this is the top 10 for at least the starting grid. You got the fallen, or I should say the risen. Me, Hamilton, Verstappen, Russell, Piastri, Albon, Fernando Alonso, Sonoda, and Carlos Sainz rounds up the top 10. Well, now we're heading into the race. We just gotta, do these small little tiny cutscene thingies. When I feel like technically if you do qualifying and you want to do the race right after, you should just be able to immediately go straight into the race. Like you should be able to just jump straight into the race if you're wanting to do it instead of having to basically go back out into the workstation and go back in and then go and select race. Okay, guys. The race is going to get interesting. We're going to have to keep an eye out on rain. Overtaking 5 cars shouldn't be that bad for me considering the fact I'm not really great when it comes to tire management on China. I'm pretty sure every race I've had on China, they've always told me my tire wear is higher than expected. Mm-hmm. Well, guys, we're we are now officially going to be racing on Shanghai International Circuit for round 2 of the two of the 2025 two-player career. Because technically the sprint race is 1.5, like episode 1.5 or something like that. Because technically it's just the sprint. I guess that's fair considering we forgot to stream Australia.
It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up.
Okay, let's look at the starting grid, fellas.
Cox lines up on pole
Oh, don't worry, I'll do it from mine.
Wang completes the front.
I forgot my voice announced thing is Wang.
Verstappen.
I forgot it was that. Like you know how you're. Cause I felt like it. I felt like it, man. There ain't no Falcon. I would have picked that. Alright, so well, no, why would I pick Falcon? I probably would have picked Tempest. Lawson got a penalty. Yeah, I know, he's P22. He got dead last due to the penalty.
Is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start.
Okay, guys. A one-stopper? Excuse me, what in the actual mess? Oh boy. They got us both. They got me, you, and Verstappen on hards. Everybody else is on softs. Oh boy. Hamilton's on softs on my screen. He's on softs. I can guarantee you he's on softs. I just saw his tires. He's on soft tires, my guy. Okay, I'm gonna try not to do what I accidentally did once. Beyblade! Whoa! Whoa. Behrman's gone. Behrman's gone, probably. It's probably Behrman. Bruh, dude. Dude lasted two turns. He's alive! Oh, I took that turn like Dookie. I took that turn like Dookie. Oh boy. These guys on soft tires is not fun right now. And what's crazy is Verstappen's keeping up with both of these two on hard tires. Oh boy, it's about to get interesting very quickly. Hamilton, don't you do it. Don't, yeah. That's what I thought, Hamilton. Hamilton, you do not have the cojones to try and do this to me, bro. Get the mess out of here. Yeah, you don't have them. me just casually speaking to a 7-time world champion. Surely he wouldn't crash me. I'm just being sarcastic at this point because Verstappen, or not Verstappen. Oh my word, Russell! I don't want to deal with you. Here comes. Wait, I can't say that. I don't think I can. If you guys know the meme, you guys know the meme. I'm not gonna say it. You guys know what I'm talking about. Especially what they did to the Ferrari last season. Kimi Antonelli on Zandvoort. Kimi Antonelli on Leclerc on Zandvoort made him smack a wall. Russell on I think Leclerc as well in Coda. Oh boy, Russell's got a DRS on me. Here comes the retard. Nah. Nah, I'm playing that defense, fam. You ain't getting past me. Brake check. Hey, Russell, your brake's good. Brake check. Gives a 5-second penalty for brake checking. Nah, I don't have one, but I'd be like, 5-second penalty. And then out of nowhere, Ocon gets a 10-second time penalty. Ocon is the 10-second time penalty. Has it happened already in real life or no? Oh, yeah, I forgot him and Colapinto collided with each other in China. On the snail turns at the beginning. And Colapinto did a 360 spin and somehow managed to save it. And continue going. Ocon said, I got damage. Actually, no, that wasn't Ocon, that was Behrman. Actually, yeah, no, that was Ocon. I forgot because Ocon had to pit. Because Ocon had to pit eventually, and it costed him to go all the way down like P13 or something like that. Where he was out of the points. Frick. I don't want to... Get away from me! I'm playing that defense, boy! I'm playing that defense! I'm Michael Jordan. Get the frick away from me. Hey. Fine then, I'm the Kimbe. I'm the Kimbe Mutombo. Rain in 15 minutes? Oh, dang. What the frick? Uh-oh. Hi, buddy. I've come to say hi. I've come to say hi, buddy. I've come to say hi, buddy.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap.
Guys, comment down below if I should say hi to my buddy. I'm not cutting corner. I actually took that turn very wide. Also just took this turn very wide too. And this one. Kinda. I didn't cut that corner. I took that turn wide. You gained time on me. I don't know what to do. Yeah, because I had to take turns wide. Well, this is about to be great. 15 minutes is going to be rain. Dang, they might have us. They might have us pit from inters to wets. Which is a rare occurrence in this game. We've hardly ever had to pit from inters to wets unless our pit crew gets it wrong. And puts us on inters when we need to be on wets, or they put us on wets when we need to be on inters. You know, the usualness of it.
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get
Hi,
past
buddy.
as soon as possible.
I want to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. You know, that's a fair point. It is a Ferrari.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 13.6 seconds.
Dang, my teammate's 13.6 seconds behind me. Jeez, bro. Piastri, what are you doing? Selling. Of course, it's Piastri gonna be selling, dog. I mean, he's probably like P6 or P7. No, he's probably P7 or something like that. And he's just 13 seconds behind me because he can't keep up with anybody in the top 5. No, he's like P9, bro. What are you doing? Like, genuinely, what are you doing, Piastri? I'm not gonna lie, I felt like I took those turns like absolutely trash can. Oh boy. Verstappen past Hamilton. Right, so lap 7, top 5. the following: me, Russell, Verstappen, Hamilton by a wide margin. Bro, is Fernando P6? Nah, he ain't no P6. Nah, Fernando ain't no P6. He fighting though. Yeah, he is. Fernando's fighting one of the Williams and Piastri for P6 right now. That's kind of crazy. Fernando, when can you be this good when why can't you be this good when I'm doing the solo career? Now they give me Lance Stroll's car. It feels like it is what that is what I think. Why else do you think the walls love me when it comes to Singapore, Baku, and Monaco? When I'm driving in an Aston Martin. Huh? I don't love the walls. I can't help it that I have a innate magnet to the walls, okay? I can't help it. Okay. So right now, currently me and... we currently keep trying to break the fastest lap. I've had it for a little bit, and now Steven's had it for a while. So, I mean, it'll probably go back and forth. He'll probably keep it, though. Considering that he has completely clean, like, fresh air. Meanwhile, I have dirty air. Kinda. I'm still technically in the wake of your car, technically. My favorite F1 driver is definitely Fernando Alonso. What would you say your favorite F1 driver is, Steven? George Russell? Even if you got to pick all time?
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes' time. Rain in 10 minutes.
Oh, yours is Lewis Hamilton? Hey, that's respectable. I mean, he is a 7-time world champion. And pretty much the GOAT for Mercedes. I say that, and then like 10 years down the line, Antonelli's gonna have like, I don't know. Yeah. If Mercedes keeps a car like this again, it's gonna be Mercedes dominance again, which is kind of weird how it kind of repeats. Honestly, I really do feel bad for anybody that's a Ferrari fan because they haven't won. Ferrari hasn't had a driver win a World Driver Championship since 2007, and that was Kimi Räikkönen. Yeah, that. Michael Schumacher, not Ralph and not Mick. Not his brother, not his son.
Okay, mate. We can't let them hold us up for too long.
Man, why'd they give me an overtake challenge, bro? Like, I'm really gonna overtake you. Yeah, like, I'm really gonna overtake you right now.
It looks like rain is inbound and we're expecting it in around 5 minutes. 5 minutes until the rain. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Okay, here we go. I'm surprised Russell actually kept himself all the way up in P3. Yeah, I forgot. They're gonna have to pit. Wait a minute. Anybody that's on soft tires is maybe screwed, depending on when the rain comes in. Because that would mean, like, Russell, Hamilton, and anybody else that pits early, it's gonna have to pit again for, like, wet tires. Not like actual wets, but like inters. Like, I don't know, since we're on hards, it's not going to be that bad until it starts raining like crazy, and then we have to switch to inters. But at the same time, our tires, yeah. Oh my word, I took that turn like trash can. I mean, to be fair, everybody does have their own favorite F1 driver. Like I have heard somebody say their favorite driver is Pastor Maldonado. I still don't understand why. I mean, sure. Honestly, here's a debate between who's better, Lance Stroll or Pastor Maldonado. Like, in your opinion, like honestly, who would be better between Maldonado and Lance Stroll? Because they're both crash happy. To be fair though, Maldonado did win on the Hungaroring and while keeping Fernando Alonso in a Ferrari away from winning it. To be fair though, that Lotus car was actually pretty decent for some of the years in the early 2000s. It was decent. I'm not gonna say it's great. It was decent. Decent enough to get like a few race wins. Well, I mean, to be fair though, you gotta understand like Ferrari and like after Schumacher and Raikkonen had their championships in that car, their car was kind of buns. The cars that Alonso and Vettel had to drive in Ferrari, especially that 2014 one, we don't want to talk about that. Worse than the soapbox. That thing was. It was worse than the soapbox. That thing didn't want to move. Like you could have oversteer and understeer in the same turn. Like you know it's bad if you can under and oversteer in the same turn. Honestly, it's kind of crazy to think like how some of the championships would have went depending if whether or not Ferrari wasn't brain dead on some of their strategies. Yeah, Felipe Massa would have been a world champion. Felipe Massa would have been a world championship if it wasn't for them releasing him with the gas hose still attached to his car in Singapore. And then also that was the same race as Crashgate when Nelson Piquet Jr. intentionally crashed his car. Oh, the scooter. Oh, the SF-25 car was way worse than 24. I mean, like I guess it's just that like, it's kind of hard to really compare between eras on cars. Like it's hard to compare them because different engine components, different uh like back then. I'm pretty sure they were still using V6 engine or not V6 V8s. They were still using V8 engines while today we're using V6 with also technically hybrid V6. I know, but that was like 90s. That was 90s and early 2000s. I'm not gonna lie, that Renault car was so good, and now it's an Alpine because technically Renault is Alpine. Yeah.
Okay, we don't think we're far away from rain now. I'll keep you updated as conditions change. Okay, rain is imminent. Rain is imminent. Be careful out there. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now.
They're saying rain is imminent. I keep hitting the toggle thing to where I can ask for a weather update.
Starting to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it.
Nah, Mark, the car definitely is decided to drop back this lap. It's not like it's been like that for the past like I don't know like 8 laps. So I mean, if I'm being honest, Russell was kind of sticking with me until about like lap 7 or 8 or something like that, and then I started. Oh yeah, for sure. He's only like 0.6 behind. He's definitely getting him on the straight. I'm gonna stay out another lap. It's way too early to pit. Dang, bro. They really wanted me to try and overtake you before lap 17. That's only if one of us goes legitimately flying off track. Around goes Leclerc. Through goes Hamilton. You just see Hamilton's car flying over. You just see Hamilton's car literally flying in air. I don't know. Because there is a V-carb and a kick salvo that is worse on this track, I guess. I don't know. Man, Hamilton really fell off. He fell off and... Oh yeah, now it's definitely starting to rain now. Starting to bring the water drops on the screen. Okay, guys, so with lap 14, it's still the same top 5, just different change positions. Verstappen's now in 3rd. Hamilton and Russell have both dropped a spot down to 4th and 5th. And it's more than likely going to be that same top 5 for right now. There is a chance... Am I colorblind, or am I seeing that both Aston Martins are fighting for... No, never mind, I am colorblind.
Okay, I think we're still in the right tyres for the time being.
Probably. Probably not Colapinto. Who knows? If it's Colapinto, they're going crazy. Whoa, my back tires kind of spun a little bit right there. I mean, we can still go. It's just that, you know, obviously we can't. We gotta take precautions, or else we're literally gonna go freaking slip sliding around. We're gonna get hit with the banana peel from Mario Kart, fellas. Be like, ooh, a piece of candy, go flying around. Yeah, I saw that. But yeah, so we're going to try our best to kind of, you know, keep the streams kind of, I guess you could say, on schedule or fluid. Yeah, like obviously we're really not going to stream every day, because I feel like we burn ourselves out if we do that. But I mean, for sure, expect a F1 stream at least from me on Monday. It'll definitely be my solo player career. With Aston Martin, and then, you know, like maybe Tuesdays, and, you know, like any other day we can maybe be able to fit in a stream, so possibly like a Wednesday, like kind of Wednesday, Thursday area, maybe even, well, sometimes Fridays and Saturdays are a little bit hard to put streams in, so really those two, really expect kind of expect their streams to be like on kind of every day other than like Friday and Saturday, and maybe not
We're increasing our gap.
maybe not like Wednesdays or Thursdays every now and then, because sometimes we might try and stream other stuff like maybe like 2K or something like that. But especially when Forza comes out next week, we're definitely gonna have to alternate our streams. I mean, like, yeah, I know. I mean, like, I could technically overtake. It's just the fact that I'm good. I'm not really great when it comes to Sector 2 turns.
The tyre situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now.
Cause they're saying I could overtake if I took turns right, but it would take 2 to 3 laps. I'm like, yeah, but Sector 2 and 3 is just overkilling me bad right now, and it's raining. It's not the greatest condition.
Systems all looking good. Head down. Rain will stay
Guys,
with us.
don't make him walk in. Don't make him walk in.
Rain is here to stay.
Don't make him walk in, fellas. We don't need that. Ah, well, guys, it just made it 10 times harder to get this guy. Yeah, it'd be all right.
Okay, mate.
At this point, I'll be lucky to keep myself ahead of Verstappen.
Now, chin up, and let's focus right until the checkered flag.
Oh boy. All right, fellas, this is gonna be interesting. Oh, don't worry, I'm technically doing that right now on these turns. I'm technically doing that on the turns right now. Oh, break, break, break. Honestly, if you guys had to pick a race, like a racetrack, like what track would you guys pick? Like which track, if you had to pick one track that you would want to go to and be able to watch it every year, what would it be?
Tyre condition still looking good.
If I had to pick, it's definitely either gonna be it's either gonna be Monza or Zandvoort. You'd like Yas Marina,
Situation, but I don't think
so Abu Dhabi. I mean, to be fair, that's kind of it's kind of good. I mean, it's the season ender, especially if there's like two or three people in a championship contender, and it goes down to the season finale. Now that's gonna be really good, like how it was this year, where Lando, Max, and Oscar Piastri were all close to each other, but they had to have like certain positions. Now that would be nice, especially also like back in 2021 where Max and Lewis had the absolute battle in 2021 in Abu Dhabi. Well, that's kind of weird. I think you have to do it outside of like session.
mate by 43.2 seconds.
Oh yeah, well. Oh boy. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, I'm definitely pitting. I'm definitely pitting. That's for sure.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
I'm hoping you could take me this lap. I said I pressed box this lap. I'm boxing this lap whether you like it or not. I'm gonna be Kimi Räikkönen. I'm pitting this lap, boy. I find it funny when they were calling Kimi Räikkönen in the pit on Silverstone, and they were like, stay out, and it's like it's too late, man, already. Like, dang, it's like it's too late already, because dude was already turning into the pits.
All right, we're getting very close to the crossover point now. Stay out if you have the pace, but as soon as you hit the limit, come in and we'll put the inters on.
Mark, I'm already coming into the pits, man. I don't know why he's saying if I have the pace to stay out here on hard tires, man. You crazy? You pitting?
The weather's turning. We think it's time to Understood. Copy that.
Oh, almost, almost spun out in the pit entry lane. Almost spun out in the pit entry. That was kind of funny. All right, there we go. Don't run over. Don't run over my guy now.
Job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one.
Yeah, Verstappen's pitting. So everybody that pitted on the hard tires is gonna have to pit again.
Strategy complete. See these tires
Oh
through to
my,
the end now.
huh? No, like no. Verstappen's pitting the inners. He was me, you, and Verstappen were all on hard tires. He's pitting the inners. Dang, Piastri's 50 seconds behind. That is so bad. That's not even funny. It's so bad.
The rain's going to keep getting heavier for the next 15 minutes at least.
It's gonna keep getting heavier for the next 15 minutes. Okay, not bad. Now I just gotta, not die on track, because I sometimes have a little bit of oopsies when it comes to the rain, and I will go flying. And I will turn this car into an orange Beyblade. Looks like more than just one. No, wait, yeah. Is it? DRS disabled. Alrighty.
DRS has been disabled by the stewards. DRS will be offline. Wait for further updates.
Imagine just like, yeah, we'll turn it back on. Imagine it'd be like, we turned DRS back on. Why they don't drive Spa backwards. The cars just go flying when they have to go downhill. They will literally take flight. Typical FIA, yeah, they'll disable and then enable it back on for one lap. Be like, oh, sorry, we need one specific person to get. We need one specific person to get DRS for the straight so they can overtake. We need Max Verstappen to overtake 5 people in one lap on wets. It's probably happened. It's Max Verstappen we're talking about. He's dang near did everything that seems impossible. I mean, for goodness sakes, he's literally He's literally one of the best drivers on Sao Paulo. Dude has had back-to-back years where he's pretty much gotten out of Q1 and just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come back and either win the race or get on podium. It's like, oh yeah, I'll get on podium. Wait, so Lando's first podium this year is Miami, right? He hasn't been on the podium at all so far until Miami. Yeah, apparently people were saying that was well, actually people were saying that last time he actually won a race was Sao Paulo last year. Because I think Max won Abu Dhabi. Max won Abu Dhabi, but Lando was P2, so it didn't really matter. Be alright. It was a rookie mistake. To be fair, though, Max would have had... He had, like, ways to get points out of the season. He just, you know... Like, if he didn't get mad at George Russell on Barcelona... Oh, yeah, Lando was... Which one was P3, Lando or Oscar? I think Oscar was like... That may have been why. Lando was P3? Yeah. Yeah, something like that. I mean, that's fair, but it went downhill as soon as he crashed in Baku and his car stalled at the beginning of the race in Baku. Well, no, I'm talking about like Baku, like he stalled his car, went dead, and then he crashed, I think like lap 1 or lap 2. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, like right now, I still think it's a toss up for who can win this year. It's just I think it's really between the two Mercedes drivers. Between the two Mercedes drivers, Leclerc, depending on whether or not he can actually keep it clean on the track. I don't know about the McLaren guys. I don't know. I mean, yeah, sure, Piastri in 2 starts has gotten 2 podiums. Piastri for sure. Like, and then the only other person I can see possibly even having a chance of winning is Max, but that's stretching it. That's really stretching it. Like, Max would have to get lucky with some people DNFing. Like, he would have to get lucky with some people DNFing in the race. Oh, if he hadn't spun. I mean, to be fair, he did 51 laps on hard tires. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Verstappen could really do a comeback this year. It just depends on the cars. It really depends on how... I know, it just depends on, like, when people get their upgrades, when they, you know, have to take a penalty for, like, a car part, because you know how the first few races people were having problems with their car parts just failing on them. Like, Lando's going to have to go the entire season on 1 battery, so he's obviously going to have to take a penalty at some point. Lando Norris is going to have to take a penalty at some point because he basically had his first 2 of 3 batteries set for the season basically just be like, nah, I'm not working right. It was kind of weird to see neither McLaren driving on China this year. I mean, it's weird. It's just like you don't really expect both cars. You don't really expect both cars of one of the top, like, at least top 5 cars on the grid to both not start the race. Like, I can expect, like, Audi or Williams or Cadillac or Aston Martin to not start a race because their car is just bad. Mainly talking about Aston Martin because our team is worse than some F2 cars. Even with us having Fernando Alonso, our car is still getting worse lap times than F2 cars, which is crazy. Whoa. Kind of hit the throttle a little too hard right there. Almost kind of spun out a little bit. Well, I finally made it to a back marker in Antonelli. Dang, is Antonelli really that far down or something? Technically, technically in this game, since it's F125, this is the first. This is basically a simulation of the first season because we haven't done any more seasons other than that. Hence why the Antonelli, Bortoleto, Colapinto, Hadjar, all of them are rookies. Like Behrman, all of them. That's why they're all there's some tracks where they are this bad. And we've had some seasons where Antonelli would give me serious problems. And he wasn't even driving for Mercedes at that point. He was driving on Williams. Him and Tsunoda were on the same team on Williams. Yes, we had a season where Williams had Yuki Tsunoda and Kimi Antonelli as their two drivers. And Sainz and Albon both went to Red Bull. And Max Verstappen went to Mercedes. And then I think we both went to Williams or something like that. No, we didn't both go to Williams. Where did we go again? Oh, we went to Haas or something like that. That's what it was. Yeah, but the season where Antonelli and Tsunoda ended up being teammates on Williams, Verstappen was on Mercedes. I'm pretty sure we were on Haas.
Conditions are only getting worse. Watch out for standing water.
Or was that? Wait, no, that was the Alpine.
Dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
That was Alpine. Yeah, it was Alpine because I remember me being the goat on Alpine and Antonelli trying to fight me. And also, my teammate when I was on Alpine was Lance Stroll. Because Hulkenberg went to Aston Martin to team up with Fernando. Yeah, we've seen some crazy driver moves before. And here's the crazy thing though, guys. We had driver icons turned on. So at the end of the season, for all we know, we could literally have Ayrton Senna, Michael Schumacher, and literally any other legendary driver just be like, "Oh, hey, I want to drive an F1," and then we have to deal with them for the rest of the career. You know, good times. Is Mika Hakkinen in the game? Oh, you're saying Verstappen should have won because Lando had a penalty in Yas Marina? I mean, yeah, but I mean, if Max actually got points in that one sprint race, I'm trying to remember which sprint race it was because he would have gotten two. It wasn't Qatar; it was an earlier sprint race. Well, not early sprint race, but you know, it's like one of the middle season sprint races. And then, because he would have gotten 2 points in that sprint race, but he decided to just get a 3-second penalty or something like that, and it cost him those points. And then the race in Barcelona where he got mad at George Russell and decided to try and crash him, and he DNF'd, and he would have at least. No, wait, Verstappen didn't DNF. He got a 10-second penalty and fell down the order pretty bad. If those two instances didn't happen to Verstappen, Verstappen would have been able to win against Lando easily.
Okay with this weather. We're watching the amount of standing water on the road, and for now, we think it's safe to stay with the Inter.
Verstappen would have easily had maybe a 12 to 13 point gap on Lando by Abu Dhabi if he didn't do those two things in those two races. So really, if you really think about it, it all comes down to penalties between Verstappen and Lando and who would have won last season. Piastri, if it wasn't due to team orders, he probably would have actually won that season. So realistically, all three of them had a chance to win the championship. It's just the fact that penalties and team orders happened. So but yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be kind of cool. It's gonna be cool seeing Perez and Bottas back in the game once the F126 update comes out.
Okay, the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form.
Don't you mean Bottas? Bottas is the one that crashes you a lot, though. Perez is the one that wants to play defense too much on me for no reason. Oh my word! My car's sliding. Bro, we might actually have to pit on the wets. It's gonna get worse. So let's see here. I mean, really, top five is pretty much probably gonna. It's pretty much gonna probably stay the exact same unless one of them just randomly DNS for who knows what reason. Because in Australia, I mean, like, it was kind of like this, but Verstappen's car just died on him, so he DNF'd. Yeah. So right now, we're officially at the halfway point of the race. Okay, so
Okay, no issues with tyre wear.
so let's see. The next three races after this are going to be Suzuka, Bahrain, and Jeddah. Suzuka, I mean, we're both kind of Suzuka. I guess it's kind of evened out on Suzuka. It just depends on who gets a really better race start and who gets, I don't know, crash. Bahrain is really good for both of us. And then Jeddah, that's definitely a better track for you. Jeddah is not that great. I'm not that great on Jeddah. I'll hit a wall. I will smack the mess out of a wall on Jeddah. It's bad. But Bahrain, I definitely give you problems. Like the first race, I genuinely give you problems on is Bahrain, and then Canada. We don't talk about Miami. I always crash in Miami. It always happens. It's a guarantee for me to crash on Miami at this point. Well, actually, it might not be this time around because I took the one person out that always crashed me on Miami. So you never know. Because Lando was always the person crashing me on Miami, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm having to take these turns really, really slow. Alright, you go ahead and send it and go spinning Beyblade style right into a wall and see how that turns out for you. Huh? I'm just here. I'm just here. So, let me see here. I mean, honestly, I've heard of like some driver move rumors already into this season in real life. Like people are saying if Verstappen leaves Red Bull, they're saying Piastri would be their first pickup to go to Red Bull. Which I mean, that's not that bad. It's just that I wonder if McLaren will actually let Piastri go. Probably will. Piastri would probably be like, "Yeah, take me to Red Bull." I went flying off the track right there. Okay, lap 30. So the track is definitely starting to get more and more slick. And it's going to progressively get worse and worse on the rain all the way to the end of the race. Like the end of it literally showed like lightning strikes and all that stuff on the weather radar. Like that's how bad it is. But yeah, I want to know if you guys like how do you guys feel knowing that Zandvoort's going to be off the like I want to know how you guys feel knowing that Imola is not on the racing calendar this year. How do you guys feel about Zandvoort leaving the calendar for next year? I mean, sure, yeah, we get Portimao in return for Zandvoort leaving, and then we get the Turkish Grand Prix in return for Barcelona not being on the race calendar next year. I mean like Barcelona. It's a decent race to watch. It's just it's kind of eh. Barcelona is one of the tracks where you have to have good tire management or you're gonna get cooked. And then you got what's it called? I mean Zandvoort's pretty good. It's just that it's the banking turns. I mean I really like Zandvoort. It's just that apparently it's leaving due to like financial reasons, so that's why they're not on the calendar. And there's no guarantee they'll be back on the calendar for who knows how long. Apparently Spa's not going to be on the race calendar for 2028 or something like that, like 2027. So, like, it's kind of weird seeing how, like, the actual, like, circuits that are made for racing are just, like, going off and on the calendar. But, like, street circuits, like, Miami and all of that are getting, like, contracts to where... Because Miami's on contract to be on the F1 calendar until 2041. Yeah. Actually, leave a comment. Do you guys prefer like the actual like race style tracks, or do you prefer street circuits? Because I don't mind some street circuits. It's just that some street circuits are known for being bad for overtaking. Well, yeah, because literally your two favorite tracks are both street circuits. Monaco and Baku. Monaco and Baku are both street circuits. Honestly, I want to know if y'all are hyped for the Madrid or the Madring or whatever it's called, whatever they're calling it. I mean, the layout looks okay. It just looks it's weird. Like it has an uphill section, and then it's got a very tight corner. Like it's got like a walled in section to where like cars are gonna have to go single file. And there's also a chance that a car can literally go flying off of the track and just won't be able to get back on it and land on another road. Also, if you thought the first turn was the straight going into the first turn on Baku was short, yeah, no. Madrid is doing it shorter, or dang near similar to it. Okay, so I got Colapinto. I'm trying to make it act like
Time to the car behind.
I'm not technically driving through the back markers. I'm just, making it act like we're, if they're actually real. Like I wouldn't go through them unless I'm able to go around them. But yeah,
I know these conditions look pretty terrible, but that water is draining okay. I think the intermediate is going to stay the tyre of choice for a while.
honestly, I want you guys to comment down below, like, which, younger driver on the grid you think will actually kind of go crazy this year, other than Kimi Antonelli. What, you don't think Behrman's gonna get a podium? I think Behrman can sneak into the podium this year. I think he can. Don't worry, guys. We got Bortoleto. We got Bortoleto. That and Isaac Hadjar. That's because Hadjar's in a Red Bull. I'll wait for a guy. He's literally DNF'd like half of the races this season. I mean, to be fair though, it's just like it's so frustrating because I mean, Hadjar can race good. It's just the fact that he does slight mistakes that cost him, and he does slight mistakes that cost him basically the entire race for him. Let me see here. What race? I mean, Australia. I mean, if his car didn't, I don't know, explode on him pretty much, like the engine didn't. If the engine didn't die out on Hadjar in Australia, he may have done pretty well first race. Honestly, I don't think they would replace him with Sonoda. I think they would move up Lindblad. I mean, kinda. It's kind of for now. I still think Lindblad. Well, we've already seen how that turned out last season. For 3 races. Actually, 2 races, because Lawson got replaced by Sonoda in Suzuka. I'd be interested to see Daniel Ricciardo or Sebastian Vettel back in the grid. Both of them have said something about partially coming back out of retirement, depending on what the car is. Vettel would have to have some sort of say on how the car would be in order for him to come back. And I think he said if the cars get V8 engines, he might come back. Which honestly, that's kind of crazy to think that if V8 engines really do come back, Seb is gonna be back, which is gonna be crazy. Yeah. But to be fair, both of them were only out for a year. Yeah, I know. Because I know the last team he raced for was Aston Martin with Lance Stroll. And then Lance Stroll, when he saw that Seb was retiring, thought he was going to be the #1 driver, and then in came Fernando Alonso. I genuinely do feel bad for Fernando. because he's had dude has to keep dealing with Honda. Dang, my inner tires are low-key doing pretty good on tire wear. Who am I passing now? Ocon? Ocon's like, what, P12 or something? Where are you at, good sir? Let me guess, you're about to start hitting them S turns.
We're starting to reach the point where you're going to start aquaplaning with those tyres. We think you're alright for now, but it might not be long before we switch to the full wet.
Bro, they're saying they might have to switch me to full wets because they're saying I might be starting to aquaplane. Oh boy. Aquaplaning on enters, that sounds like fun. Hey guys, you want to see me do a magic trick? I'll turn into Mark Webber. And I know that Mark Webber crash has nothing to do with rain. It has nothing to do with rain. Who did he hit in the back? Who did Mark Webber hit in the back to send his car go flying up like that?
30 seconds. Let's look after the car.
No, it was like a midfield type of person. I think it was a Lotus. It may have been Grosjean. It could have been Romain Grosjean. It could have been him. Thing is, it's so weird because like during that era, there were so many drivers going in and out. Other than Hamilton, Alonso, Weber, Raikkonen was in and out. Alonso technically was in and out for a couple years too because he didn't race for a couple years in F1 and he came back. He didn't race for a couple of years and then came back to, I think it was McLaren, and he went to Ferrari. Or I think I got that mixed up. No. Was it McLaren, Ferrari, then Alpine? Or Ferrari, McLaren, Alpine? Because I know, and obviously I know he had, like, Renault. Because, I mean, I know he went from Renault, McLaren, Ferrari, then semi-retired, came back, raced for McLaren again, then went to Alpine, and then... No. What? Dang it. No, his Ferrari stint was definitely after, like, that so-called 1 year or 2 year of, like, yeah, I'm not racing. I don't know, it was weird back in the early, like, 2000s and 2010s to F1 due to how many people were just like, yeah, I'm not going to race for, like, a year or two, and then, you know, they just come back. You know who I think was an underrated driver? Robert Kubica. Kubica was definitely underrated in my opinion. I mean, for goodness, I think it was 2020 or 2021 we had to replace, like, somebody on Alfa Romeo. It may have been no, it wasn't Grosjean. Dang, who was on Alfa Romeo that year when he had to replace him? No, it wasn't Haas. It was Romeo. Because Mazepin, I don't even think. Wait, yeah, Mazepin was still on the grid at that time until they banned Russian drivers.
Okay, mate. Tires are
No, I'm serious. They banned Russian drivers. Let me see here. So let's see, lap 36 out of 56, or 37 out of 56, or whatever the mess. Yeah, except the fact that, yeah, technically. No.
These conditions don't look like they're shifting. We're predicting at least 20 minutes of heavy rainfall. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
I'm just making sure they don't want me to pit on the wets or something. There we go. But yeah, if you guys have like any other like you know, like changing the calendar around on the season to where, you know, like just keep us on our toes. And I like what qualify like P21, 22 in Monaco and try and get all the way up to the front. Yeah, I'm not doing that. We technically already have had to do that before, and it did not go well. Especially since that race also started to rain midway through. And let's just say, I hate Monaco normally. I don't like it when it starts to rain on Monaco. Might as well just, you might as well just give me a straight ticket to a wall.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 5/10 a lap.
Yeah.
Okay, heavy rain will be staying with us for a while now, at least a 20-minute window of heavy rain.
Well,
Tyre condition still looking good.
I can definitely say this race right now is not as crazy as what it would be in real life, considering the fact that Hamilton and Leclerc were trying to kill each other half the dang time. So, I mean, the next track is Suzuka, so that's going to be interesting. Um, I mean, to be fair, like we're probably gonna have a few more challenges come up in the next season, considering the fact that driver icons are turned on. Meaning we'll have to deal with legendary drivers. That's gonna be interesting. Dang, they telling you about that now? They told me about that like 5 laps ago. Ferrari be like, yeah, um, don't make water go fly. I have a seat full of water, like full of water. Must be the water. Let's add that to the words of wisdom. Banana Leclerc. Yeah. Banana Leclerc. Mm-hmm.
Looks like it's probably about time we change tyres. It's a bit of a crossover period for sure, but the longer we stay, the worse it's going to get.
They're saying it's definitely a crossover period, and they're saying the longer we stay out, the worse we get.
The radar suggests that this heavy rain will be with us for a while now. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now.
I don't know, I'm not gonna pit unless I see somebody else pit. Even if I do pit, I might pit for newer enters. I don't know, I am starting to literally Tokyo drift every turn. I'm genuinely starting to Tokyo drift every turn with an F1 car.
The car behind started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it.
Yeah. For sure. So, I mean, right now, really, I can't wait for whenever Cadillac is actually able to use their own engine. Because right now they're having to use Ferrari's engine since they're a new team into the sport. Still same position. Yeah. At this point, it's rain. We're probably all gonna be stuck in the same position unless somebody crashes and it causes a red flag. Like really, the only way I see the positions changing in this race right now is if it's a red flag. That's the only way. For one reason, there's one track where we kind of don't really like seeing a safety car in, and that is Monaco. Because for some odd reason, the AI starts tweaking like bad when it's supposed to go back to like normal race speed, and the cars on that last turn into that last turn section before the pit entry, they act like they don't know where they're supposed to go, and they'll just block the entire race line, and it'll just turn into a red flag. It's like every time the race gets a safety car, it always is a red flag like right after. And I'm pretty sure that's the only track where we've seen that regularly because of how tight quarters Monaco is. That's about it. Okay, so 14 laps to go, I believe. I believe it's 14 laps to go. Still same top 5. At this point, I don't know if Hamilton will even pass Russell. It's not looking like it. It's not looking like it. Maybe. I mean, Piastri is kind of good in mixed conditions. Man, I don't know if I want to crash. Normally, if I crash, I will literally die. Like 95%. Because it's apparently there's like some sort of like P1 glitch on China specifically. It's all right. I mean, normally if I do crash, my wheel goes flying. Like my wheel will literally go to outer space. It's happened twice. Honestly, for like comments, what's the craziest crash you've ever seen not in real life, but in the games? Like, what's the craziest crash you've seen? The craziest one I've seen is it has to deal with my good old buddy here with Lando Norris on Zandvoort. On the last lap of the race. I was in P3, and Lando and my good old buddy here were fighting for P1, P2. And we got it was right after the first banked turn. And then Lando caught his rear tires, and they both spun straight into the wall, and Lando had his right tire blown out through the wall. His left tire got flown off because it ran into your car, and then both your front tires came off as soon as you smacked the wall. Oh yeah, that is true. What's funny is that Leclerc did crash on Baku in the same exact way he did in real life in sim racing. And he was like, "Oh yeah, it was like he's like, I don't want to talk about it." It's like, I don't want to talk about it at all. I mean, to be fair, it is kind of crazy how like good Leclerc is at Baku, and then he just does that. I mean, to be fair, I am not great at the castle section. I feel like every time I go to the castle section, I lose a part of my wing. And that's typically true. Oh wow, I actually somehow managed to keep my tire wear under 33.9% over 10 laps. That's kind of crazy. Hi, Signs. What position are you, buddy boy? You P10? Are you P10 or are you out of the points? I don't know. It just kind of sucks for me being an Aston Martin fan, and I have to see my team pretty much just being dead last every race. I mean, to be fair, guys, we're trying to get wheels eventually. Right now, we're both using controller, hence why our try braking, do not change gears. I mean, I wish I could, but I don't have a shifter because I don't have a wheel set up. That's the only reason why. Like, it's like it would be so much better for us if we actually had like wheel setups because we would actually be able to like try and go into the gears that we want to use and all of that. And also, what's it called? Uh, actually being able to, turn the car. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah. I went flying.
Okay, red flag.
Whoa!
Flag. No overtaking, please.
Red. It wasn't me! I didn't do it! I didn't do it! I didn't red flag! From all live streams is actually the best F1 career. Well, hey, I appreciate it, man. That's pretty good, I guess. We're just out here chilling.
Right, if we play this right, we can get a nice advantage here.
Oh my word! Wait a minute. So the restart lap's lap 48. Oh, this is gonna be insane. Oh my word. Oh, we gotta go. Oh, we gotta go. Get out here, Verstappen. This is my P2, boy. Behrman's out the race. Well, guys, we thought this was gonna end out normally. It did not. They just said, hey, you want to see a couple crashes real quick? Classic FIA.
Green flag.
Yeah. Dang, you drifted right there, buddy boy. Well, hey, at least your boy's in third right now. He just has to fend off Verstappen. My guy can't figure out how to pass anybody. Piastri just wants to stay in the same position the entire race. I mean, to be fair, that's kind of the same thing with me. I've stayed pretty much in P2 the entire race. Oh boy, this is gonna come down to what, like, now neither one of us can mess up because we had a cushion. Like you for sure had a cushion. Me, yeah, between us two, and then I had a cushion between me and Verstappen. Now there's no cushion for either of us, so this is gonna go down. This is gonna be pretty interesting. I guarantee maybe somebody overtakes Russell. And maybe Verstappen and Hamilton go at each other. It's a possibility. cause a safety car. Cause a safety car that goes back in on lap 55. Well, hey, to be fair, this is a little bit more interesting rather than, just being ahead by 40 seconds and not having to worry about anything. I know, this gives a little bit of a kick. We got plenty of kick already. We got 2 kicks on the we got 2 kicks on the track already. We don't need a third. I want to know what caused the red flag. Oh, somebody went flying. Well, no, not Berriman. Did Ocon go flying? Oh, like they normally do. I guess somebody got spun out or something. I don't know. Somebody probably got spun out.
Okay, so heavy rainfall here to stay for a while. Doesn't look like it's moving on anytime soon.
Well, this is about to be kind of interesting, I guess. I mean, really, we still got like what 7 laps to go, or 7 or 8 laps. Yep. Yep. After this commercial by Taco Bell, okay, I'm gonna stop. I hit the dong. Somebody just goes flying off the track. Probably Hulkenberg. Get out of my way! I'm Liam Lawson. Alrighty. I mean, to be fair, like technically, when I do go through these corners, I tend to gear shift down just a tad bit because, you know, I don't want to send my car straight into Cancun. I don't want to send my car into another dimension, like how I just did right now. Oh, I just Tokyo drifted that turn. I genuinely drifted that turn. I got close to spinning out actually. I got really close to spinning out. Oh, I'm definitely gonna spin out right here or something. Oh no, I got close to. All right. Hey, stop running away. I wanted to say hi. Hey, I wanted to say hi, man. You over here running away from me. Yeah, but I'm orange. Orange and red are next to each other in the color spectrum, boy. I don't know, Syracuse. Syracuse. I'm gonna hit you with the Syracuse, man. I'm gonna hit you with the orange. The Syracuse orange, man. Also, it's kind of funny how they call McLaren papaya. And papaya, this isn't papaya orange color kind of thing. This is a different orange color. This isn't papaya. I don't know. I don't even know where they got that term from. Eh. I think that's why. I think that's why Ferrari's curse is it's a red vehicle. But it looks like at this point, anybody can kind of pass somebody if they feel like they want to be crazy enough to try and do so. Yeah, Piastri's right behind them. Dang, I ate a little grass right there. My car wanted to eat some grass, man. Yeah, my left tire ate some grass for a second. It's definitely nourished now. It's got all the vitamins it needs to last me 4 more laps. Or 5 more laps, what? I don't know. This lap 52. It's lap 52 of Shanghai. Where we've seen some drivers go Shang and high at the same time by hitting a wall. And, you know, us Tokyo drifting in the wrong country.
You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind.
I'm definitely Tokyo drifting. One of those Sector 2 turns I was definitely Tokyo drifting. I mean, I'm kind of interested to see Turkey back in the game. Like, we've already seen Portimao, because we back when in F124 when you could actually replace racetracks with Portugal if you felt like it. We replaced it once, like replaced a race once with Portugal, and the one time we did Portugal, the game bugged out so bad to where Kevin Magnussen got third. Like, both Haas drivers, Magnussen and Hulkenberg, were in the top 5. And I'm talking about, like, bad glitched out to the point where, like, you could, like, the camera was phased through the bottom of the road, and you could see the cars were, like, well, actually, the wheels were bouncing up and down. Like, that's how bad it was. I think that was one of the worst glitches we've ever seen on this game, other than that one time on Imola. There was one glitch that we've seen in Imola before where everybody except me, you, Daniel Ricciardo, Sonoda, and somebody else were the only people that didn't get disqualified. I don't understand why. They just said, yeah, nah, the rest of the 15 other people driving on the grid, yeah, you can get DQ'd real quick. But it's like every time we do Imola, whoever gets P1 or something like that, or like pole position, it's glitched out. It's glitched out tremendously. And, like, no other racetrack glitches out for us other than Imola and Miami. Those are really the only two I've seen glitch out for us bad. Or those are the two recurring ones that glitch out. That's because they know you're good at the game and good at Baku. Yeah, if I'm being honest, if it wasn't for the last time on Baku where they put him in P20 or something like that. Well, no, didn't you crash or something? It was like, yeah, I want a challenge. I thought it was. Didn't you change a component? It may have been Singapore when you changed the component. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. You're gonna see me suffer when we get to Monaco, and then especially when we're gonna get to the two back-to-back tracks of Baku and Singapore. Because Baku makes me want to drive my head through a wall, also known as Charles Leclerc in the castle section, and then don't even get me started on Singapore, because that track is just so bad for... It's so bad for, like dirty air buildup and on that race to where it's dang near... It's hard to overtake on Singapore. Well, I mean, that's kind of understandable, but at the same time, it's like... I mean, like, Mexico City is kind of like... I don't really like it, but I don't really hate it. It's kind of like mid. It's mid. I mean, it does give a really good challenge to the drivers because it's a way higher altitude than what most of the other tracks are. So, I mean, that's that there. Oh no, you might. Yeah, that race start that red flag must have screwed Fernando over. Yeah, because it allowed Hamilton to jump back up. Oh, this is definitely going to get interesting because it definitely feels like the rain is a lot worse. Like on my screen, it looks like it's raining sideways. Oh yeah, Tokyo Drift in the corners. Yeah. And else. I don't know. I mean, Hamilton's got a second on Verstappen right now. Just depends on whether or not Verstappen wants to try and lunge at Hamilton or not. Yep, final lap. Time to.
Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's
At
bring it
this.
home.
Yeah, I know. I'm bringing it home alright. I definitely wouldn't mind having a P2 right now. So, for sure, guys, I will say a really good race to come up that you might want to look out for is when we do Bahrain. And I mean, if you guys want to see me suffer, you can watch Suzuka and Jeddah, because I'm kind of mid. I'm mid when it comes to Suzuka, and then Jeddah, I'm alright. Just depends on whether or not I get a good race start or not, and whether or not somebody wants to, I don't know, run me off track for a split second and I get wing damage. I have a feeling somebody's going to try and overtake between 3 through 5 right now. I have a feeling somebody's going to try and overtake on the straight.
I think it's all over. It is now.
So, Steven here now, from the Fallen to the Risen, has won the second race of the season, followed by me in P2. And then we'll see here in a second if Hamilton got P3 or not. You never know. In Australia, we sit. Why are you saying that? Because it's Ferrari 1-3.
A great race and a real. Looking at the podium, you can see that red suit.
Oh, this dude did a flip.
Across the globe. A world-class win for a world-class team. Ferrari, do it again.
And then I'm just here. Okay, so here is the point distribution after both sprint and regular races for China. And then followed by me, and then Hamilton, Verstappen, Tsunoda, Russell, Piastri, Sainz, Fernando, Albon, and Ocon round out the point scores of this Grand Prix. for anybody who missed the sprint race last night, this was the final outcome of the sprint race. Me in first, technically the Fallen, now the Risen in P2. Then by Hamilton, Tsunoda, Verstappen, Piastri, Fernando, and Ocon. And then the race, you have the Fallen now turned to the Risen. Wins Chinese Grand Prix, followed by me in P2, Hamilton third, Verstappen fourth, Russell in fifth, and then Tsunoda, Piastri, Sainz, Albon, and Fernando, which rounds out the points. And then Behrman being the only DNF of this entire race. So let me see. Let's go ahead and advance. Go back out to where we can see the windows and stuff. I mean, not a bad race. It's just, it didn't get really interesting until, they said, yeah, how about we red flag? My live stream was manifesting a red flag. I see you guys out there. You guys were trying to manifest a red flag out of nowhere. I didn't have to crash myself in order to get a safety car or a red flag. You guys manifested it for yourselves. So now we're heading back to the driver headquarters. This is going to be here where I show you guys the standings and also, like maybe some R&D in case, we can get some R&D to go through. I think I have 2 upgrades that might come in before Suzuka, so I might get a couple upgrades. Let me see here. Okay. Oh, never mind. Piastri's upgrade decided to just not go through. Good job, Piastri. Over here selling. I'll accept that. Okay. I really want to upgrade the powertrain, but no, Piastri has to do this thing. Where if I still want it before Suzuka, I'm gonna do this. So I'll do that. But Piastri, you might not want to rush anything right now because I really want to get a powertrain upgrade going through soon. But anyway, here's the both driver and constructor standings. Driver standings kind of look the same, other than Piastri is now tied for 4th with Yuki Tsunoda. Russell is up in 6th. Verstappen is in 7th in driver standings right now. Sainz is at 10th, and then Nico Hulkenberg with 4 points at 9th, and then Ocon and Fernando are tied for the 10th position in driver standings. The only drivers to not score points are both VCarb, Alpine, and Connor Sport once again, and Bortoleto from Kick Sauber and Behrman from Haas. Those are the only... Oh yeah, and Lance Stroll from Aston Martin. How can I forget that? Those are the only drivers that haven't scored a point so far. Antonelli barely scoring 1. And I'm pretty sure that was in Australia too. And then constructor standings, it's clear ahead right now. The Scuderia in first, followed by McLaren, and then Red Bull, Mercedes, and Williams rounds up the top 5. With the only other teams that have points right now are Kick, Sauber, Haas, and Aston Martin. So here's vehicle components. I mean, so far they're looking good. I'm in no hurry to change the parts just yet. I'm probably not going to change them for a minute, considering the fact that, really I don't try and change them until closer to Canada. Sometimes I wait till Canada. Sometimes I'll just be like, yeah, you know what? Hey, Barcelona, you want to have some fun? Sometimes I do them on Monaco, considering that Monaco is 73 laps. Okay, so let me see here. We'll go ahead and simulate all the way up to the actual like Japanese Grand Prix. Wow, my part didn't go through. Okay, so our parts are just not going through now. That's that's absolutely wonderful, guys. I was expecting 2 upgrades before Suzuka, and now I may only get 1. And that's if the gearbox improved thing actually goes through now, since I tried to rush. I didn't rush it, but I went back in after Piastri put it in. Please tell me I can go ahead and fix this. Oh no, I don't have enough points to fix it. Dang, that's crazy, man. I might not be able to get this upgrade in until after Bahrain. That's gonna be tough. Going into Bahrain with no aerodynamics upgrades, it's bad. Actually, going into Bahrain and Jeddah with no aerodynamics or powertrain upgrades is gonna suck. Okay, so I got the durability upgrade. I don't understand why Piastri wants to go through durability. So man, I mean, I guess it's because like this helps out with. Yeah, it kind of helps out, but at the same time, I really want to get at least one power or aerodynamic uh thing to go through. Okay, so I covered Piastri's failed upgrade, and he's covering my failed upgrade. Okay, so at least we're covering each other's failed upgrade, so I guess that counts, I guess. Okay, so yeah, the next stream is for sure going to be Suzuka. Obviously there's no sprint race in Suzuka, so that stream is literally just going to be a regular Suzuka race with the qualifying. I mean, you guys can leave like a comment or anything like that about like whether or not we should just go ahead and do qualifying and then only live stream the race, or if we should just continue doing like live streaming the qualifying and the race, so that way you guys know where everybody is at the qualifying. I mean, I'm kind of liking how it is right now, because I mean we actually cover both the qualifying and the actual race. Let me see what. Okay, so when would the next race be for sprint? Okay, if it's definitely Miami, I guess we'll have to do a big stream on Miami. Cause I mean, like, yeah, we kind of broke down China into 2 streams for the sprint and the regular, but I think for the rest of this, yeah. So for the rest of the races that have sprint races, we're going to stream the sprint and the full race with both qualifyings all in one stream. So that's gonna be Miami, uh, either Austria uh or Silverstone or Spa. It's one of those 3. Uh, Coda definitely has a sprint race. Does Brazil have a sprint race? I'm pretty sure it's Brazil and then Qatar are the last 2 sprint races. Something like that. I don't know, guys. Just expect a longer stream. I think it's Spa. I don't think they do. Yeah, Coda's for sure a sprint race. No, I think it's Vegas or Qatar or Brazil. Yeah, a lot of the sprint a lot of the sprint races are kind of like close together at the end of the season. So if you guys can see here, the top three have stayed the exact same so far in race finishes. It's probably going to change here in Suzuka, considering, yeah, the only person that's changed is Piastri and Verstappen. Yeah, but Piastri could have gotten fourth, but instead he got in seventh. Shoot him and Nico Hulkenberg. It's expected when it's China and it's a kick. Okay, so for the next stream, guys, we're gonna do Suzuka. Not entirely sure when we're gonna do the stream. We're probably gonna be busy the next couple of days. So I would probably expect the Suzuka stream on Sunday night, guys. So like 2 days time. So let's see, today's the I would I would expect the stream on the 17th to the 8 like 17th night to 18th like early morning kind of area, if you guys know what I mean. It's gonna be around that time when we do the Suzuka stream. And then for my schedule of streams after that Suzuka stream on Sunday night, expect a stream somewhere in the middle of Monday for the Aston Martin career, and then Tuesday we'll do Bahrain. So expect Suzuka and Bahrain to be Sunday and Tuesday respectively, and then Saudi probably Wednesday. So those are probably what's going to be coming up for the coming up streams is Japan Sunday, Bahrain Tuesday, and Jeddah Wednesday. So if you guys want to tune in on those, uh, just hit the notification bell. I'll try and set them up to where you'd be notified when my streams are live. That way, you guys can come in and watch the streams. See if I crash out on Suzuka or not. The usual. Yeah, I'm sure you'll get one eventually. maybe when Ferrari wins the championship. But anyway, guys, it's been a good stream. Uh, been pretty good racing on China. Maybe we'll get a little bit more crazy action in Suzuka. But anyway, yeah. I mean, especially since I might. Yeah, probably. Mm. Mhm. I had a feel. I had a feeling that the difficulty was being turned up slightly. But yeah, anyway, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Yep.